Hey, what's up, dude? Clicking on this video. You probably clicked on it because, well, if you're like me, you love Call of Duty 4. And if you're even more like me, then you grew up playing it. Well, I'm 30 now, but it didn't start out that way. See, when I was in 7th grade, a game called Call of Duty 4 came out. COD 4 was my first Call of Duty. In fact, it was my first person shooter. And, well, I sucked at it. I want to get better so badly because my stepbrother and all his friends would make fun of me. And, well, if you're in middle school or were at any point in your life, which chances are you were, you know what it's like to get made fun of in middle school. So I had no other choice. I wanted to get better, and I got really good at it. I started playing game battles, Major League Gaming, and then I made my way to YouTube. And oh boy, I found that Zergriz G-Shot Matrix tutorial. If you're an OG, you know what I'm talking about. Top-notch multimedia operator Perry saying quad. Machinima videos. Bro, if you missed out, I'm sorry. It was a great time. But again, I couldn't just sit on the sidelines and watch these. I had to do something about it. So I started my own YouTube channel. If you rewind back all the way to 2009, I actually had one of the fastest growing Call of Duty YouTube channels out there at the time. In fact, it got pretty scary in a good way, but, you know, it's one of those things that I threw away. I'm not saying this to brag. This is simply just my story. I had a new kid that moved to my school one day, and I was standing there in the lunch line, and he's just staring at me. I'm like, who is this new dude staring at me? Is he trying to throw hands right now? And again, back in 10th grade, I apparently wanted to throw hands with everybody. So I walked up to him. I'm like, dude, what's the deal? And he's like, hey, are you so-and-so? And I'm like, I never heard anybody call me by my gamer tag in public before. That's kind of weird. Man, look, I was embarrassed. I had sold my channel for $300 not too long after that because almost everybody at school found out. And it's been, 16 years at this point? Now, since then, a lot of life has happened, clearly. I'm married. I had started in a career in finance, which is what my dad wanted me to do. I'd made 6 figures by the time I was 22. I moved up the corporate ladder. I've bought into a company, sold equity in a company, and now I've started my own business that does 6 figures a month and 7 figures a year. So, hey, look, while I may have not had a lot to talk about in high school, I certainly do now. And if you're like a lot of my friends that I have, a lot of us grew up in the same era, and a lot of us now are in a similar stage of life. And you know what? I love Call of Duty. It's cool. I got a lot of these old clips, and I got a lot of games that I still play from time to time to just ease my mind. I don't need those new sweaty lobbies, man. It's brutal. I haven't even downloaded a new Call of Duty for a couple years. But I started this channel because, guys, bluntly, I'm not going to lie, it's been itching at me. It's been itching at me for almost 2 decades. And regardless of where you're at in life, I just want to let you know it's not too late. It doesn't matter what other people think. It doesn't matter how much time has passed. I don't care if you're in your 20s, if you're like me and you're in your 30s, or even if you're in your 40s or 50s. There's a lot of life to live. But at the same time, there's only one life to live. And you owe it to yourself to create the life that you've always desired and you've always dreamed of. And it's about time that you do something about it. So, this channel is going to be dedicated to Call of Duty conversations. I call it Codversations. I think that's pretty clever. I came up with that in like 30 seconds. If it sucks, let me know. I can change it. But you know what? I think we're going to roll with it because I don't care what people think, baby. Look, man, there's a lot of things we can talk about, from businesses to relationships to, you know, all of the mistakes that I made, which is, my goodness, we'd have to make probably thousands of videos for me to go through all the things that I've done wrong. But hey, if there's just one of you out there that can learn from what I did wrong and either avoid it or skip a step, nothing would make me happier than that. So if you'd like to stick around and see more videos like this, I'd love for you guys to subscribe. I'd love to hear your story too, man. Like, when did you start playing Call of Duty? Was it COD 4? Was COD 4 your first one? Were you a little bit before me? Was Call of Duty 2 your first one? Or is it something like World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 even? You know, I guess it feels weird when you cross that 30 threshold, man. But I'll tell you what, whenever you pick up one of these games and you play it again, I don't know if you're like me, but I get a rush of nostalgia that comes back, and it's a lot of fun. This is an older gameplay, but I have gotten on the new Call of Duty 4s, or I guess the on the new consoles, but still playing the old Call of Duties like the COD 4 or Modern Warfare 2, World at War. And there's still people in those lobbies. So we'd love to see you guys around. And most importantly, just let me know what else you'd like me to talk about on this channel. I got a lot of really good ideas. And hey, if you're out there and you enjoy videos like this, make sure you click subscribe. We'd love to have you stick around. Thanks, brother.
You can get 3, can't you? I just saw him jump down.